It is around 3:15 or something. The sun sets around 4:28 right now. It's December 3rd. I did not go outside except to go to like the store yesterday at all, and I was wearing my shirt thinking that I would get a run in, and it was actually kind of warm. Tomorrow it's like 18 degrees. Right now it's like 27 or 26 degrees. And from running outside, I have realized that there is a huge difference in between 20-degree weather and the teens, and even in low 20s I start to like wear 2 layers of pants. I'm just learning this as I go along. So I'm going to get my run in today, and I've been talking about running quite a few times, and I always see a comment whenever I talk about running. It might be from the same person, and I would be and was super curious when I first started running in Anchorage, and especially when it started to snow. I was like, I'm not sure how this is gonna go. I'm not doing anything too fancy since I'm kind of still beginning out in running, and this is my first winter where I have really run outside. But I just got my GoPro in the mail, so I thought that I would finally take you all with me on a run. I wore this shirt 2 days in a row in Vlogmas because I thought I was gonna go on a run yesterday. So this is the first layer that I wear. This is smart wool. This shirt keeps me really, really warm if I layer something on top of it. This is like my dad's University of Minnesota sweater. My brother was born in Minnesota, so I think that's probably when they got this. This is the warmest crew neck that I've ever owned, and I think it's because Minnesota is also very cold. So I layer it up with just kind of a sweater that is breathable but will still protect me against like the cold wind, because Alaska can get really windy. Layers really, really work. And then gloves. These are not the best gloves, but they're pretty breathable and they don't really bother me when I run. So this is what I will be wearing. And these things are super nice if you don't have like something covering your neck. The wind just really gets down your neck. And then I have my Hoka shoes. These are like the best shoes from Skinny Raven. Let's go. I have my AirPod in this ear. Could not find the other one. The things that you really need to stay warm in like cold, windy weather: something to cover your neck, I think, and something to cover your ears. It is 3:49, 24 degrees. Hold in there. Feel so bad for that reindeer. I wish I could take it on a run with me. That bell scared the shit out of me. That clock. And here's where I got these shoes. My newfound love for running started at the beginning of the pandemic in around March. From March until September, I wore the shittiest running shoes, which really just exacerbated my prone to twisting ankle problem. And then my poor ankles' dismal lives changed on a September day when I went to Skinny Raven to do a gait analysis and a shoe fitting and learn from a more experienced Alaskan runner. I'm here at Skinny Raven with Michelle. Michelle's like a longtime runner and she's gonna help me pick out my running shoes. This is Michelle, and upon stalking her Strava, I realized that it is not uncommon for her to run more than 50 miles a week. The coolest thing about Skinny Raven is that they actually have people who know what they're talking about so that they can help you and your goals for adventuring and running in Alaska. I just started running like over quarantine. I only run like 2 miles at a time. Basically just have these shoes. They're fine, but I think they're a little small. My toes feel a little crunched.
Yeah, because your feet are gonna swell when you run. You wanna allow that swelling, so we usually go up a half a size. So you're at 8.5. And then a left foot.
Not only did they do a proper shoe fitting so I could know what size I was, they also analyzed my arches.
As you run, a neutral position with your feet and ankles stay in alignment. Calf, ankle, heel, they all stay straight up and down. Some people will pronate, or their arches will collapse and they'll roll in. But every once in a while, some people will supinate and they'll roll to the outsides of their feet. So you pronate a little bit, but not too much. As you bear weight on that arch and it rolls into just a little bit. I can certainly keep you in that neutral shoe, and then we can add an insole to try to give your arches a little more support, or we could do a shoe with added structure. Ultimately, it's whatever feels the most comfortable. What feels the most comfortable to you? What are you gonna go want to run in on a daily basis? There's tons of options. We can almost always find something for everyone. Everyone's foot is different. And that's why if your friend recommends a certain brand, it's always like, well, that might work for them. It may not work for you.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
After Michelle walked me through all of the different shoes and their features and pulled out a few shoes that would go well with my feet and arches, I picked out a pair of Hoka ones, which I absolutely love. It was by far the best thing I got this entire year. Great store. Skinny Raven. Okay, now I'm gonna run home. I ran my 2 miles and I felt like I could have gone more actually. It feels really good to be outside. It is 4:19 and this is pretty much what it looks like right now. It's getting pretty dark and yeah, just the white is kind of harder to see when it's dark. That is a recipe for twisting your ankles. There are a lot of people I see running at night. I don't know, I just much prefer the daytime. I feel like the hardest part of running is truly getting out. Like once you get out, it feels so good. It is really painful forcing yourself to go out into the cold, but once you warm up your body, I feel like it's like natural. Or maybe I just really overheat when I exercise, so the winter in Alaska is perfect for me. But it just feels so good. Oh, we can catch the rest of the sunset. I got these in September and I've pretty much been running every single week in these shoes and walking everywhere. This is my second winter here. I don't think I really stepped foot outside, which is really unfortunate because as I have discovered, I have like love for running outside in the cold because I just overheat really easily. I'm either very cold or very hot. Whenever I get overheated, I just get really irritated, so I just like don't like to continue running. And I still only run 2 miles at a time. This year I've run 111 miles and I have been on 52 runs and a total of 18 hours and 22 minutes. I might start extending my runs a little bit more. I still have pretty bad ankles. I have a lot of insomnia sometimes, and whenever I go running, it does a really good job of tiring me out. I kind of just really like that running gets me outside even in the dead of winter. We'll see about like January and February. The only thing that I probably might do differently is Michelle said that in the winter they attach spikes onto the bottom of your shoes, and I actually think my mom and dad did it to my dad's boots, and I think they're $10 literally to attach the spikes at the bottom of your shoes. That could be a good option for running, but so far I haven't had any problems with slipping, and it's usually because I go when I think the snow is crunchy, and I also go in the daytime so I can see as well as possible. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to combine the weekend days, so you guys can expect a new video, I think on Sunday or Monday. Follow me on Alaska Friends, and this video is probably also going to go on Alaska Friends. So, especially in the new year, lots of stuff is coming. Bye everyone. If you are an Alaskan specifically watching this video and you're just getting into running and it is the middle of winter and you are just not sure where to even start running or where to go, I also got Michelle listing off a few good places that she likes to run in the wintertime. So here that is.
The coastal trail is hard to beat.
That's true.
Great views. There's tons of people out there, so I always feel really safe. There's bathrooms every once in a while. The coastal trail is great. I tend to stay away from the Chester Creek Trail. It doesn't feel as safe to me, especially as a woman runner. The Campbell Creek Trail has areas that are okay and then some that aren't as great. And I just find routes from my neighborhood. I go around Lake Hood a lot.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so there's the road right around Lake Hood. It has a nice wide shoulder for people, for pedestrians. And I use it a lot in the winter too, because oftentimes the airport will plow those roads before the city will plow their roads.
Smart.
And then the super secret running spot in the wintertime for runners is the road behind the airport. We call it the Totem Run. You start at, it's Postmark Drive and Northern Lights. There's a parking lot there, and you can go, and then you run on the road from towards Point Warrenzoff. And then you keep going on that road, and it goes right behind the airport, 7 miles out and back.
Yeah, wow,
So you get to the end, and there's a totem pole, which is why we call it the Totem Run. But it's like a boys' home. I don't remember, but there's like one thing back there at a totem pole.
Wow, that's a great secret.
Like, I've gone there like Sunday morning at 7 a.m. and it's like clear.
Yeah.
Because the airport plows that road. So that's super secret.
That's a great secret. That's no longer a secret, but that's a great tip.